I've got the summertime sadness. What do I do about it? How about making the ultimate caramel sundae? Hello, this is Eddie, and today in this video, I'm going to make the ultimate caramel sundae dessert. I love caramel, so I'm putting all forms of caramel into one dessert. You may ask, what is caramel? Well, caramel is basically heating sugar above a certain temperature where it starts turning brown and have that classic nutty/burnt taste. It may sound simple, but caramelization is actually a very complex and poorly understood process. Another question that you may have is that what goes into the ultimate caramel sundae? The base is chocolate ice cream with chocolate pieces, with a scattering of hot caramel, nut brittle, honeycomb caramel, toffee, dulce de leche, and other toppings. Let's start! I scream, you scream, we all scream for Lady Gaga. Wait, what? What am I making? We all scream for ice cream. Everything is in the description. Mix the cocoa powder into the condensed milk. You should also add the vanilla extract, but I've ran out. Why am I not adding the chocolate now? Because it's chocolate, not chocolate early. Whip the cream lightly with a hand mixer until it forms soft peaks. Soft and delicate like me. Then fold in the condensed milk mixture. Like James Bond, shaken, not stirred, folded, not mixed. I'm adding chocolate pieces because I don't have chocolate chips, but I do have chocolate bars. Remember to fold, not mix, because mixing will knock out the air. Finally, pour the mixture into a suitable container. I am just going to wrap cling film around the top and freeze for a couple of hours or overnight. The origin of ice cream is ambiguous. There are legends about some form of ice cream eaten in ancient China from 618 to 697 AD. Let's move on to the exotic dulce de leche. No hablo español, pero me gusta comer. To make the dulce de leche, we will only need a can of condensed milk. Just put it in a saucepan with water and simmer for 2 hours. Just be careful though, because if the water level gets too low, the can may explode. Just make sure the water above the can is at least 5 cm or 2 inches. This is the can after 2 hours of simmering and cooling down overnight. There are multiple theories concerning the origin of dulce de leche. One popular theory is that it was discovered by an Argentinian maid. She was cooking a pot of milk and sugar but was caught away. When she returned, she found out that it had turned into a brown, sticky sauce. The literal translation for dulce de leche is candy of milk. Remember to brush your teeth after eating this or you get cavities. I am making the hot caramel and nut brittle together because they are very similar. You want to put the sugar in a pan, just like this. Add water to the sugar. It's not a necessary step if you're making dry caramel. It's a very easy recipe. For the honeycomb caramel, it's basically the same as normal caramel with some baking soda. Swirl, not stir, because stirring could cause crystallization. The bubbling syrup is very hot, so be very careful. You can see it's done when it starts turning brown and have that caramel smell. Pour it onto a silicone mat or baking paper for hot caramel and put some nuts of your choice if you want nut brittles. I'm using almonds because I have almonds. Add the baking soda or baking powder and mix to create honeycomb caramel, also known as a bubbling mess. It may seem messy, but because it's sugar, just some warm water will dissolve all the mess. Wait for both to cool down and solidify. Always have a bowl of ice water nearby. We have reached the final component in our sundae. I've repeated the caramel recipe. To make the toffee, you just add the cream and the butter to the caramel. Please be very careful. Put a thermometer in the mixture. For this recipe, you have to keep stirring. Keep on stirring until the mixture has reached 115 degrees Celsius or 240 Fahrenheit. Pour the mixture onto a tray lined with silicone mat or baking paper. I should have sprinkled some salt here, but I forgot and now I'm salty for not adding the salt. Finally, I am going to taste the ultimate caramel sundae dessert. Ta-da! It's very, very sweet. This is literally sugar, chocolate, and some cream. This is so unhealthy and naughty, but I don't really care. I would definitely make each component on their own again, but maybe not together, because this is crazy. So crunchy. If you want to recreate this recipe, go ahead, but I am warning you. I suggest you take each component apart and make them on their own. Like maybe just make the honeycomb, or just make the dulce de leche. That would be a wise idea. Overall, this dessert is very fun to make. I really enjoy the smells from making all forms of caramel. I may not combine everything again in the near future, but I definitely will make more caramel. Remember to like and subscribe. This is the end of my video. I hope you've enjoyed it. The recipe will be in the description down below. My social media links will also be down below. Thank you for watching. And here are some bloopers. I really should let it warm up first. Maybe I'm just too weak.